Hello children, I am Johnsy here. Hearty welcome to the digital class. I hope you are eagerly waiting for the digital class of English. In the previous class, we discussed the disability of Nick. In spite of his disability, he was successful in his life. Children, do you feel that even the successful people had to face the failures in their life? Yes, you are right children. In today's lesson, we will be learning that every success story is also a story of great failures. Let me see if you can identify the pictures of some of the successful people. Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States. Lee De Forest, an American inventor, one of the fathers of the electronic age. An American businessman, Colonel Sanders, who founded KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken chain restaurants. Walt Disney, an American animator, film producer, director, screenwriter, entrepreneur, entertainer, international icon and philanthropist. Thomas Edison, inventor of light bulb. Beethoven, a German composer and pianist. Napoleon Hill, an American author, one of the great writers on success. Henry Ford, founder of the Ford Motor Company, an American industrialist. We have got good number of live examples in the lesson. They have all overcome the failures to get success. Before going into the lesson, let's look at the objectives first. Objectives. By the end of the session, you will be able to know the miserable failures of few inventors, politicians, etc. Generate interest to read biographical sketches of successful people. Know some of the inspiring quotes for success. Know that failures are the stepping stones to success. Failure is the highway to success. Let us listen to the students for the life history of Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln faced many setbacks in his life. At the age of 21, he failed in business.
At the age of 22, he was defeated in legislative race.
He failed once again in business at the age of 24.
Came the death of his sweetheart at the age of 26. He had nervous breakdown at the age of 27.
He lost a congressional race at the age of 34.
He lost a senatorial race at the age of 45.
In an effort to become a vice president at age 47.
He lost a senatorial race at age 49. He finally became the president of United States of America at the age of 52.
Would you call Abraham Lincoln a failure? Of course not. We see that setbacks are inevitable in our lives. We shall also listen to some of the inspiring quotes on success in today's lesson. Abraham Lincoln did not stop contesting in elections in spite of his failures. Finally, he got the biggest success. He became the President of the United States of America with a firm determination at the age of 52. To Lincoln, defeat was a detour and not a dead end. Let us know about Lee De Forest now. Lee De Forest. Lee De Forest, one of the fathers of the electronic age, was an American inventor with over 180 patents to his credit. He invented the Audion, a vacuum tube that takes relatively weak electrical signals and amplifies them. In 1913, when he invented Triodes tube, he was charged by the district attorney. Let us listen to the students about Lee De Forest. Watch the video.
He invented Triodes tube in spite of public humiliation.
He was publicly humiliated. Lee De Forest. He was charged for using fraudulent means to mislead the public into buying stocks of his company by claiming that he could transmit the human voice across the Atlantic. He was publicly humiliated. In grief, you will find courage and faith to overcome the setback. Wright brothers tried to invent a machine heavier than the air that could fly. Let's listen to the students about the Wright brothers.
A New York Times editorial on December 10, 1903 questioned the wisdom of Wright brothers, who were trying to invent a machine heavier than air that would fly. Just 1 week later, at Kitty Hawk, they took their famous flight.
A New York Times editorial on December 10, 1903 questioned the wisdom of Wright brothers. 1 week later, they took their famous flight. The motivation to succeed comes from the burning desire to achieve a purpose. Let us now know about Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, with a beat-up car and a $100 check from Social Security, realized he had to do something at the age of 65. Let's watch the video. The students talking about Colonel Sanders.
He remembered his mother's recipe and went out selling.
He knocked more than 1,000 doors before he got his first order.
How many times we quit after 3 or 4 tries and say that we have tried as hard as we could? We need to learn to become victors and not victims. Let us know about Walt Disney. Walt Disney. One day, a minister at a church hired him to draw some cartoons. Disney was working out of a small mouse-infested shed near a church. After seeing a small mouse, he was inspired. Let us listen to the students about Walt Disney. Watch the video.
He faced many rejections from newspaper editors who said he had no talent when he drew a small mouse.
Successful people don't do great things. They only do small things in a great way. Thomas Edison had only 3 months of formal education. Children, do you know the reason why? Thomas Edison was partially deaf. When he was 4-year-old kid, he came home with a note in his pocket from his teacher. Your Tommy is too stupid to learn. Get him out of the school. His mother read the note and answered, My Tommy is not stupid to learn. I will teach him myself. And that Tommy grew up to be the great Thomas Edison. All success stories are stories of great failures. Children, let us know more about Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison failed approximately 10,000 times while he was working on bulb.
At age 67, he lost his factory. He watched his lifetime efforts go up in smoke.
Thomas Alva Edison. In 1914, Thomas Edison at age 67 lost his factory, which was worth a few $1 million on fire. It had very little insurance. In spite of disaster, 3 weeks later, he invented the phonograph. He fell approximately 10,000 times while he was working on the light bulb. There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burnt up, says Thomas Alva Edison. Henry Ford forgot to put the reverse gear in the first car. Do you consider these as failures? Henry Ford succeeded in spite of problems, not in absence of them. But to outside world, it appears as though they got just luckily. Learn from your failures and keep moving, says Henry Ford. Young Beethoven, he was told that he had no talent for music, but he gave the best music to the world. Setbacks are inevitable in life. A setback can act as a driving force and also teach us humility. Napoleon Hill, he says, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Do you know, children, Napoleon Hill, he is widely considered to be one of the great writers on success. A young man asked Socrates, what is the secret of success? So let's watch the video to know the secret of success.
Sir, can you tell me the secret of success?
Meet me near the river tomorrow.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So you have come on time. Let's walk towards the river.
The water has got up to our necks, sir.
Go deeper into the water.
Why? Why are you ducking me into the water, sir?
Hey, no, you're turning blue. How are you feeling now?
But why did you duck me so long into the water, sir? I was scared of my life.
What was it you wanted when you were out of breath?
I thought I would die without you, sir.
If you want success as badly as you wanted the air, then you will get success.
Thank you, sir. I got it, sir. The secret of success.
There is no other secret. A burning desire is the starting point of all accomplishment.
Hope you enjoyed the video. A burning desire is the starting point of all accomplishment. Turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. Just like a small fire cannot give much light, a weak desire cannot produce great results. Before we come to the conclusion, let us listen to the poem written by Shiv Khera, the author of Every Success Story is also a story of great failures. If you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost, for out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. Success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger and faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. But sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Hope you have enjoyed listening to the poem. Now it's the time for your assignment. Assignment: collect the biographical sketch of any two successful people. Now let us watch the video of the students singing the poem.
Think you're beaten, you are. If you think you're dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost, for out in the world we find success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. Success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind.
If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize.
Battles don't always go to the stronger and faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. But sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can.
Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Meet you again in the next class. Till then, finish your assignment. Failures are the stepping stones for success. Wish you good luck, children. Bye-bye.